What's up, everyone? I'm back again, about to making another video of a child's first Bible, and I left off at Gideon, where it reads, "Thousands of men were waiting to fight the enemies of God's people. God told Gideon that his army should be small. Gideon took all the men to the river. God said only the 300 men who drank from their hands could be in the army. Bravely, Gideon took only these men, and God helped them win the fight." Judges 7. Will you let God help you be brave? God made Samson very, very strong. He broke the ropes that tied him. He killed a lion with his bare hands. He knocked down a large building. It fell on many of God's enemies. Judges 14 through 16. Who made Samson strong? Job was a good man. He loved God and God loved him. But God let him become very sick. He hurt all over, but Job still loved God even while he was sick. Not Naomi was very sad because her husband and 2 sons had died. Ruth went with Naomi on a long trip to help her. Then God blessed both of them. God was pleased because Ruth was kind to Naomi. Samuel was Eli's helper. One night when Samuel was sleeping, God called to him, "Samuel, Samuel." The boy thought Eli was calling him. Finally, Samuel knew God was calling him. Samuel answered, "Tell me what you want, and I will do it." 1 Samuel chapter 2. Oh, no. Yeah. Who was calling Samuel? Sorry. God chose Saul to be the king of God's people. Saul was strong and good looking, but he didn't love God. Saul did things that were wrong. So God said he couldn't be king anymore. Why couldn't Saul be king anymore? David took care of his father's sheep. He led them to the best grass for the sheep to eat. And David kept the sheep safe from wild animals like lions and bears. David was a good shepherd. One day, a lion tried to catch one of David's sheep and eat it. David grabbed the sheep away from the lion. Then the lion tried to eat David. But God helped David kill the lion. David was strong and brave. Goliath was one of God's enemies. He was 9 feet tall. He said he would kill anyone who dared to come and fight him. David wasn't afraid of Goliath because he knew God was on his side. David used his slingshot and a stone. The stone hit Goliath between the eyes and killed him. After David killed Goliath, everyone praised him for being so brave. One of his new friends was Jonathan, the king's son. Jonathan liked David so much that he gave him his robe and his sword. David and Jonathan were best friends. King Saul wanted to kill David. One day the king and his soldiers looked for David, but they couldn't find him. That night, while the king was sleeping, David came and took his spear, but David didn't hurt him because God has chosen Saul to be king. One day, when David was taking care of his father's sheep, Samuel sent for him. When David came, he saw his father and brothers. Samuel was talking to them. Samuel said that God wanted David to be the new king. What a surprise to David and his family. King Saul was killed in battle. Then David became the new king. He wanted the box with God's rules inside to be near him. So some men carried the special box into the city of Jerusalem. As they did, David and all the people celebrated with lots of singing and dancing. Well, that is all for today. So I'll be reading some more chapters at a later time. As always, to God be the glory. God bless you all. Jesus love you, and I love you. Take care. Peace.